Frequently in Python, you need code that executes before a certain function and after, and that is exactly where context managers come in. We're going to take a look what they are, what the with statement is, and how we can create context managers using classes and functions. Let's begin by talking about why we use context managers. So, say for example, you want to write the words hello world into a new file called hello.txt. Now, when we do this, we want to make sure that we open the file at the beginning before we write into it, and we close the file after we've written into it. So in other words, we're giving the line of code that writes into the file some context, specifically the context of having to open the file first and then closing it after. Now let me show you what happens when we try to write to a file without using context managers. So over here you can see that I have the variable called file, which opens up the hello.txt file, and the W as the second argument over here simply states that we're opening the file in write mode, so we can write to it. After that, in the next line of code, we are writing the words hello world into the file. And at the very end, we are closing the file. And in the print statement that comes at the bottom, we're simply checking if the attribute closed of the file is set to true, because that way we know that the file is definitely closed. If I start off by navigating to the hello.txt file, you can see that at the moment it is still empty. And if I then go ahead and execute the first lines of code that write to the file, you can see that the hello.txt file has changed because now it says hello world inside the file. And if I then go ahead and check the closed attribute of the file, you can see in the terminal output it says that it is in fact closed because file.closed is set to true. So in this specific instance, the sequence of events happened as it should, right? We opened the file, we wrote to it, and we closed it. But what would happen if between the opening and the closing of the file, we had some sort of error? In order to artificially produce an error between the opening and the closing of the file, we're simply going to write file, write, and then string, and then we're going to divide 10 by 0. Because that can't happen, we're going to get an error between the opening and the closing of the file. Now let's go back to the hello.txt file and delete everything that's in here. And now let's go ahead and execute these lines of code. Now you'll be able to observe a couple of things. If we go to the hello.txt file, you'll be able to see that the words hello world have been written inside of the file. But at the same time, we have got this error in the console, which tells us that we have the division by 0 error before the file closed. So the problem that happened here is that if we print out the attribute closed of the file, we can see that it is false. So we know that the file is still open and can still be written to, which is a problem. So due to the fact we have created an error with this line of code before closing the file has not been closed. And this is exactly where context managers come in. So let's take a look at how we can use the with statement to create context management that would actually close the file even if an error occurs. In this example, we're using the with statement together with the built-in context manager open to open a file in write mode. The object that is returned is then given the name file using the keyword as. In the following two lines, we are first writing the words hello world context manager into the file. Then we're producing the same error that we saw a moment ago where we're dividing 10 by 0. And you'll notice that we are not using file.close anymore because that is actually being handled by the context manager open at the top. If I now go ahead and execute these lines of code, you'll notice that in the hello.txt file, we now have the new text written inside of it, which is hello world context manager. And you'll also notice that in the terminal, it says that we have a division by 0 error, which is the same error that we had earlier. But the crucial difference is that now if I check if the file has been closed, you'll see that file closed is set to true, so we know that the file has been closed even though the error has occurred. So in summary, these context managers allow us to add code before and after a certain code snippet that is definitely going to be executed. When we used open just a moment ago, we used a built-in context manager that we can't really change. But if we want to create our own context managers, we can do that too. And this is the first way of doing so, using classes. So over here, I've created the class context manager, and it has an enter and an exit function. And in the enter function, I'm simply printing out enter method called. And at the very end, in the exit function, I'm printing exit method called. And below that, I'm using the with statement together with an instance of the class context manager to give the print statement that I've written over here, which says with statement block, some context. If I now go ahead and execute this code block, you will see that first the enter method is called, then the with statement block is called, and at the very end, the exit method is called. And this is always going to be the case. Even if your with statement block has some errors, you can always be sure that the enter function and the exit function will execute. In this example, we've used classes to create a context manager. The final thing that I want to show you is that you can also use functions to create a context manager. To create a function-based context manager, you need to import context manager from the context lib library. Then we need to write the decorator at context manager, and below that we can define the function that acts as our context manager. I have called it my context manager. It prints out at the beginning entering the context. Then there is a yield statement that allows the with statement to be executed that we have below. And finally, at the very end, we are printing out exiting the context. So if I go ahead and execute this, you will see in the console output that first the context is entered, then we are inside the context, which is being printed using the with statement, and at the very end we are exiting the context, which is then again within the function my context manager. All right, we're going to leave it at that. If this video has helped, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, and we'll see each other in the next video.